WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 6 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We broadcast from the Paddock Mall. I know you all know that, but our guest may not know that. And the reason I bring that up for this interview is because in this mall, there are a lot of clothing stores. And outside the window that we broadcast behind, we can see the people coming out, and you can tell a lot of times because of the bags and the packaging that they have gone to clothing stores. Mm-hmm. And you ladies, I mean, guys like clothes too, but not like you ladies. You ladies love clothes. Remember the old Billy Crystal thing? You look marvelous.
Oh yes,
thing?
Yes.
And it's absolutely true. When you look marvelous, you look marvelous. Mm-hmm. I grew up outside of New York City, and when I was a young guy, I used to drive in the city all the time. I guess it was against everybody else's advice, but I would be there all the time. and one day I was driving down the place, and in an area I don't remember where it was exactly, but I was had a police officer, a lady police officer, whistle at me, telling me, Go down, you can't go in here. And why? What's going on? I always drive on this road. You can't come here now. It's fashion time or fashion week or whatever they call it. And I said, really? And I looked down the street and I saw all these racks of clothing being pushed around. And I said, whoa, I never knew this happened over here. I had no idea. I live there, but I'm oblivious to a lot of things, even in this little town, let alone a big town. And so we have fashion as a topic right now. One of the ladies who came in here to do an interview from one of the clothing stores here in Ocala, I one time asked her, where do we stand? Like when we see fashions coming out of this mall, were they already on the streets in New York like a week ago? And she says, no, a year ago. Yeah. So I guess small town USA is always behind the bigger cities. Elesia is on the phone. Couture by Elesia. Yep. She's a national fashion designer and the fashion editor for Travel Girl magazine. And we've worked with Elesia for a long time, but we didn't know that this was one of her talents and skills.
She's marvelous.
Marvelous. We're talking about the Fashion Week in New York City, the spring 2016 and summer 2016 hottest trends and how to work the looks. Elesia, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry and Robin. You guys are making me blush and smile at the same time. Thank you for having me on.
So where are you right now?
I'm in Manhattan. I'm in the heart of Manhattan.
So you are right where it all starts. Everybody says Paris, but it really starts up there, doesn't it?
Yes, it's the kickoff. It's Paris, then, it's New York, then Paris, then London, and then I think it goes to Tokyo.
How long has it started in New York?
It's been around. I don't know the exact time, but it's been around forever in New York. I'm going to say definitely at least 30 plus years. It's been around, but It's grown. It started off more sort of probably paying homage to some of the fashion houses that are in New York. And it's just grown and mushroomed because of celebrities are the driving forces when it comes to fashion and rock stars and all that stuff. It has grown into a new dimension where it is the place to be, and everybody rushes to Manhattan to look their best, to sit on the front row, to be photographed. So it's actually morphed into something even bigger than probably originally planned.
Wow, this is a real passion. I can hear it in your voice. You love this, don't you?
How can you tell? I do. I really do.
This is really where you want to. This is your heart of hearts, isn't it?
Designer.
Stop it.
That is so cool.
Larry, you're reading me. Because I actually met somebody last night at an event, and they said, define who you are. And I was like, well, I'm just a hard worker. I'm a producer. I'm a publicist. I'm a designer. And they're like, no, what do you want to do now? I'm like, no, everything. I do it all. And they're like, no. And I was talking, and they're like, yeah, you're into your fashion. For now, I'd say for this quarter, definitely, because I just came out with a collection, I am passionate about it, but I've always been passionate about clothes only because I have a motto that I want to share. It's be an originator, not an imitator. So I'm not saying that everybody should follow fashion blindly. I just love to see how people wear clothes. It expresses how they feel about themselves. And I'm just saying use what the trends are, use that more as sort of an adornment. Don't use it as your template, but use it more as kind of just sort of adding a little bit here and there. But be an originator when it comes to your look and your style.
I love that. I said to Robin the other day, there was somebody wearing something. Was it a scarf or a hat? It was a hat. There was a girl walking down the sidewalk, and she had her hat cocked to one side. And I said, I don't know what the statement is, but she's making a statement, isn't she? And Robin said, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't make any statements with my clothing. I need to start. I need to start doing this.
No, you do. Honestly, Larry, you do. And you made a comment at the start about men's fashion versus women. And yes, I'd say to every 10 ladies' stores is one. And the reason is men really just go in, they get what they need, and they're out.
Yeah, that's true. We were at a custard place, ice cream place, and there was a photo on the wall of the founder. And he was sitting in, he was a guy, and he was 15 in this photograph, and he's with his family. And all the men are dressed just the way they dress today, and all the women are dressed the way they dressed back then. And I said to Robin, if you took the women out of this picture, you would never know that it was an old time picture. But from the women, you can tell. From the women, you can tell this is an old time picture.
Absolutely. Men's fashion is designed for longevity, and honestly, like you said, like even right now, everything comes back, like the thin ties from back in the day, the hats. Men are now coming back to hats. Really, it's men's fashion is very, very simple in a way that it's structured because they know that men don't go shopping often, and if they do, they actually are either in the business or they've got a stylist, but really they like their staples, their jeans, their jackets, their suits, several ties in block colors. But women, we're really the driving force, and that's why the fashion is built up like that. So we actually are the ones that are contributing most dollars. But
you also have something different than men in this regard. One time a day or one place you want to be sexy, another time a day, another place you want to be businesslike. You've got different things that you do, whereas a guy, same suit in the morning, same suit in the evening, right?
Well, no. Guys they've got a little bit more of a change-up. A guy can be, and I love men's fashion, just so you know. But guys' fashion is just, for them, it's, for example, when you talk about being casual, a jacket, a really well-structured jacket can take you a long way. You can pair it with jeans. You can pair it with, just dress pants. It's really about, for guys, it's these staple pieces: a really great jacket, a really great outer coat, some ties, a collection of shirts, and some casual shirts, and it's really and a good shoe. A good shoe is just really essential. But they can work that look different way, and a vest sometimes can break it up and make you look really great, like a brunch or a Sunday or something like that. But when it comes to women, you mentioned being sexy or feeling sassy or whatever, office to party and all that stuff. We do have sort of more selection when it comes to options. But I say this, for women, you could tell even on the subway, I love to see, like, there's the boho chic, where it's more like a kind of a 70s feel, which is one of the trends this year. There is people who want to be more conservative. The look also can vary depending on the individual. I can tell a lot by a person by looking at them and seeing what they decided to wear. I can tell where their mindset is at, in terms of their personality.
Elesia, I feel like I took you down a trail that neglected to really talk about the things you really wanted to talk about, and I just found out that our the 15-minute segment after yours can't make it. Can you stay with us? We'd love to hear about the other fashions.
I'm staying with you.
You can be with us? Good. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, so Anthony James just texted me, and Dan texted me, said he can't make it today, which is working out excellent. Elesia, you've been always so good to us. You give us some great guests, and today you are the center. We want to hear about the fashions. I want to see some of them. So maybe there's a way online I can look at some of them. And
that we can look at her line.
Yeah.
What is the name of your line, Elesia?
It's Couture by Elesia. That's COUTUREBY, and then Elesia, ELESIA. You can go on the Facebook page right now and take a look at the model that I have is the face of my line, and you can see what she's wearing. And actually on the cover, you'll see her in a denim look, and denim is actually one of the actual lightweight denim is one of the trends that you're going to see on the runway.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
looking at the pictures right now. So which picture are we talking about? The one that you're
Well, is she in a bowl? She's in a bowler hat.
in a bowler hat. What's a bowler hat?
Like a little, it's like a little. What I call a bowler hat.
Oh, with
Like
her
a
legs
little
crossed.
hat.
With her, is that
Yes,
you?
yes.
That's not you.
That's not me, but thank you. I'm not. I've got a certain look. I'm not saying I'm ugly, but yes, that's my model. That's the model of the line.
Is that your signature on the banner thing?
Yes, it is. It is. That's my signature. That's how I write my name.
That's your
And
logo.
That's my logo.
And do you call that the Vivian Terrell collection?
Yes, it is. And you want to know why?
Yes.
My mother. It's my first collection, and I wanted to pay homage to somebody that I wanted to give that to her, and my mom was very thrilled. So,
Elesia.
my first collection is named after my mother.
Oh.
That's sweet. Do you know which one got my attention though?
But
It's a girl facing the water.
that's that's a model for the line.
And the back of her dress is draped across her butt, and that is a nice look.
I got to
It is.
get one of
That
those.
was-
Do you want to see it, Robin? Come here.
Yeah, I'm going to come see it.
Robin's gonna look at it. There we go.
Oh, that's
filmed
wonderful.
that.
That is
filmed-
really sassy. That is outstanding, Elesia. I love that.
Thank you. We filmed that actually on the east side. That was right by the FDR Drive on the east side, on right by the landing, the helicopter landing.
Boy, they cleaned up the water, didn't they? That water used to look
Oh, yeah.
horrible. Wow.
Yeah,
Did you
water
design?
used to
Did you design the pocketbook too, or the handbag? What do you?
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, here's the deal. I come from big bag women, so I had to do a big bag, and the shape is. The shape, I love the shape. The shape, I wanted something artsy, and I wanted something sexy. And so, yes, that shape, the bag is called the carry bag,
Oh, wow.
ARY bag. And that is now part of the trend is handbags have different shapes now. They're not just like your standard. So, yes, that I'm on trend. I always like to think so, but yes, even more so. But this bag is taken off. People love it. When I walk down the street, they love it. It's different colors. You can do small, medium, and large, and the outside is amazing leather. The inside is silk interior, and it's got that U shape, and people are just
exciting!
biting off of it.
You are so excited about what you do that I am so glad we had an opportunity to talk about this. But we're not done. I just have to take a little break, and when we come back, by the way, I just liked your Facebook page, so now I'm a new liker.
Yay!
I'm a new
I
liker.
liked it yesterday.
Oh, you liked it yesterday?
Well, that's because I was talking
Oh,
to
I
her
see your
yesterday.
face on there. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Hold on. We'll take a little break and be right back with Elesia.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, mostly sunny, breezy, and chilly. High 56 to 60. Clear and cold Wednesday night with lows in the 30s. Sunshine tomorrow, a little milder in the afternoon with a high of 60 to 64. Friday, partly sunny and becoming warmer with a high of 70 to 74. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Oh my, how did another 365 days go by? If you're looking to make a change in 2016, get involved in the health scene. Get rid of the old and try something new, like acupuncture at A Better You. Pain in your joints or knees? Throw out your back every time you sneeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. From pain to allergies, even the flu, come get acupuncture at A Better You. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein with A Better You Healthcare today at 352-615-5566.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
All right, 20 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Anthony James contacted us just a little while ago and said that he was not able to get over here. Homewood Suites, I guess, needs him over there, so he wouldn't come over here. Couldn't come over here. Elesia Carey is on the phone. She's talking about her line of fashions, Couture by Elesia. Go to facebook.com/Couture by Elesia, Elesia. You'll see some of the things we're talking about. And gosh, you have a whole career ahead of you. Things are going to explode for you, Elesia.
Well, from your lips to God's ears, I thank you for that. I really, I actually I've done PR for various designers, but yes, fashion hasn't been in the back pocket. And about a year ago, I went to a meeting. I was actually late for a meeting, and they wanted me to produce a fashion video. And I walked in late, and I try never to be late, but the person who was hosting the meeting, she kept on watching me the whole day. And at the end of the meeting, as I was leaving, she just turned to me and she says, "Your look is exquisite." And I said, "Oh, this is something I designed."
Oh, this little thing. Oh, this old thing. Did you do that?
This whole thing. Yeah. And she said to me, she said, "Just so you know, and you should be aware of it," she said, "you're a brand." And she says, "Take it for what it's worth." And I left the meeting, and I saw my godmother later for dinner, and I said, "I had this most amazing meeting with this lady. She said something about me starting a line, and she said I was a brand, and what do you think?" And my godmother looked at me, and she says, well, she calls me E. She says, "E, you can do anything." And
there you go.
Take it and run with it. So less than a year later, I came up with a collection, made it happen, and just looking, just forward momentum right now is kind of where I'm thinking.
So it is an art. Fashion is an art. Fashion is a creative endeavor. And Elesia, you work with creative people. When you send us authors, one of the common questions would be, how did you get this idea? Same thing if it's a songwriter or anybody. So how do you get ideas for fashion? Where does it come from?
Well, actually, they say look to yourself. That's how I feel. The collection is based on the thoughts that I have about how I wear clothes. So, for example, I really feel that the silhouette of a woman, when she wears clothes, it should be draped nicely. It shouldn't be tight. It shouldn't be, it should just flow off her body, but it should complement her shape. So it's not like she has to be a size 0. Whatever her shape is, it should complement it. So that's what I created these designs. So, for example, one of the designs I have is called the Elesia raincoat, and it's a raincoat that's designed to look like a dress, meaning it fits the body nicely and it complements your shape. And that's kind of my mission statement, is to create a signature style, sharp tailing, natural, that creates natural confidence and exudes sexy femininity. And I mean that. I want you to feel when you're walking in your clothes, because clothes does help make the confidence in a woman and a man, I want you to feel like you're on top of the world, like you can conquer anything. So when you're wearing something that feels good on you and looks good on you and complements your body, it makes you into a different...
You really hit the heart of people. Yeah, you really, really hit the heart of people. We're a horse community. We were a horse community more so about 30 or 40 years ago, and there were 2 women's stores in town here, and they had buyers. And whenever and wherever new fashions came out, those buyers would go up to New York, and they had specific horse owners' wives to buy for. They knew their sizes, they knew the style they wanted, so when they went up to New York, they would go up there just to buy the clothing for these women, and then they would come back and they would love them.
Well, how do I put this? Like Larry said, I remember having, I'll tell you a story that'll make you guys laugh, and I knew I had fashion in me for a long time. My first job was at the Gap, and like my first paycheck was $140 or something like that. And I saw, and the deal with my mother was I could actually take the job, but I had to do a savings account, and all the money would go into the savings account, and I had to, that was our deal. And I said, not a problem. Now, the pair of boots that I wanted was $139. So I literally bought, with my first paycheck, $139 boots. Now, what I did not know is some stores have a no-return policy when it comes to shoes. So my mother's like, "Where's your money?" You know, and I said, these boots. And she made me give it. Well, I had to give it back. But she said, "Really, you took the last money you had. All you left is $1." And that's what fashion means to me. I'm not saying I'm just as obsessed about it now, but I do believe in anchor pieces. And if I'm having a day, a moment, wearing a nice coat or having a bag, especially with bags, you know what I mean, Robin. We love a good bag.
Oh, yes. For sure.
Women love a good bag. That's if we have.
That's a title for a book right there. Women love a good bag. Elesia?
But yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm just saying, and you hit upon it. So for me, it's like I would like to, I don't want the bottom thing that I want to get out is I don't feel that a woman should be any size. I really feel that, and I'm not saying this for no reason, but I'm saying this because my family has different sizes, and I just say as long as a woman has something on that complements her silhouette and she feels good in it, that's what helps us. And I. Obviously we can't run around, without clothes. So even though actually
you could,
guys would love that.
Could, yeah.
Let me segue. One of the trends is lingerie, wearing lingerie on the streets. So, Larry, just be prepared for women wearing their slips.
There you go.
It's actually a trend, believe it or not.
Well, we heard about the skin toned, what's it called, yoga pants. We're waiting for them, or I am anyway. So
we're in Florida.
If you had, for example, a fashion show, and I'm sure you've done this before, right? Would you? I'm guessing that this mall would be packed if they saw these pictures. If the women in our community, for example, saw an advertisement and saw the pictures of the fashions you've designed, advertising a fashion show here at this mall, you'd pack it, and we wouldn't be a year behind the times anymore. We'd be right in line with the times.
Right.
Well, tell me who, when, and where, and I'll be there. And actually, it's so funny you should mention. I'm doing my first showing, this show, but I'm only featuring the bags actually at an event for Fashion Week. And so I'm very excited about that. And then for September, I will be doing a full fashion show. But yes, I would love to come down to where you guys are, the place where you're at, and conduct a fashion show, because I do think that the look that I've created speaks to a variety of people, and I think the look is a fresh one. So I would love, if you can hook me up with a name information, I will come down there, pack my dog, and
pack my dog.
Oh, we love dogs.
Elesia, I think that Ocala is a small town, and I think we represent a lot of small towns. And I think what it is in today's world, where we can see what's going on just by turning on our phones, we can see the fashions. I think that whole idea that small towns are a year behind the big cities is maybe still true, but the ladies who live here want it to not be true. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
But it's really not true, to be very honest. With the internet and people order so many clothes online. Anybody has access to any fashion. It's really not. It's just what is physically in your store. But if you want the hottest looks, really, it's just a click away. It really is getting on your laptop or what have you and ordering it. But I really don't believe that. I really think that we're so aware of the trends, whether we want to believe that or not, that the ladies, small town, big town USA, you still have access to and can be in tuned with what are the current trends.
And your clothes are ageless, too, because I'm up there in my years, and I really love your fashions, and the young ones will love it, too.
And thank you for saying that, Robin. And, Robin, you sound 21 to me, so I'm not sure what you mean by...
yeah, she is. Yes. Elesia, thank you so much for all you do for us, and clearly you are a talented lady. Thank you so much for sharing your talents with us. For everybody else, the website, there is no website, right? It's just a Facebook page?
We're launching the website actually in a couple of days. It will be www.couture by Elesia, but right now we have Facebook and the Instagram. But yes, please check it out on Facebook.
Okay.
Please, Couture by Elesia.
All right, and we'll make sure we mention it again, Elesia. Thank you so much, and good luck with everything. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A day after the New Hampshire primaries, White House hopefuls gearing up for the next contest. South Carolina for Republicans, Nevada for Democrats.
Donald Trump didn't just win the New Hampshire Republican primary, he won every demographic group by double digits. It was a mirror image on the Democratic side, as Bernie Sanders beat Hillary Clinton among nearly every demographic group.
Fox Radio's John Decker. Stocks edging higher on Wall Street after Fed Chair Janet Yellen says the central bank will be cautious about raising interest rates. And a family in Nashville reeling from great losses because of a popular toy.
Brian Fox never thought a Christmas gift could destroy his $1 million mansion in the Nashville suburb of Belmead.